Hi, everyone. This is Brad Porter. This is my weekly Sunday top of mind conversation. Top of mind for me this week is this clip I saw with Vinod Khosla, where he was talking about an AI robotically enabled abundant future, where what is the human experience when nearly everything around us is automated and automatable. And I've been thinking about this a lot over the past year. I think it's both going to be incredible and confusing, particularly those of us who spend, at age 13, 14, started mowing lawns and raking gravel out of driveways, right? And you think of a future where robotics and already our future is our present is very taken care of by a lot of automation, but the future is going to be even more so. I also, top of mind for me this week was an article Business Insider wrote about the Amazon picking challenge and kind of the progress Amazon has made in robotic automation. I think we're not talking enough about what Amazon has done with their Shreveport SHV1 facility. They talk about a 25% improvement in productivity and 25% improvement in speed. I have some idea what's in that building, because a lot of those technologies have been in the works for a few years. But really, I suspect that building is very much down to some of these fine-grained manipulation tasks that and Amazon bought Covariant earlier this year, presumably to accelerate that problem. But I suspect that it is not that long, not that many years, until no human touches a product between it showing up at the inbound receive door and going out to your home. And so imagine this. Imagine a world where you order a set of Legos, right? And Lego operation is highly automated already, right? And so you can always step back to like mining of the whatever is going into the plastic, right? I guess it's probably some level of plastics and petrochemicals, and a lot of that mining is automated already, right? So imagine the raw inputs are coming into a Lego factory, automated. The Lego factory is producing the Legos, printing the boxes, assembling the boxes, putting them in an outbound box automatically. It's going to an Amazon distribution center that's being extracted robotically, automatically, put into totes and shelving units and waiting for someone to order it. Then when someone orders it, it's picked automatically, it's packed automatically, it's put in outbound carts to be distributed to the right truck automatically. Maybe the truck is or isn't automated, but the driver of the truck isn't touching the individual item. And then presumably it's going to some kind of last mile delivery station, and maybe it's getting to your house by drone, right? And at this point, the Legos that you ordered, no other human ever touched that box. Can you imagine a world where something as complicated as Legos, almost anything, can show up from raw material to your home without anybody touching it? And then to realize that for some set of inventory, this may well be the reality, not in 20 years, but in 3 or 4 years. And so the economy is going to change, right? And the work we do is going to change, and the work has changed. If you look at I saw a stat somewhere that, in colonial America, 78% of people worked in agriculture, right? We just had to do that much work to make sure we could get enough food, right? Now I think it's less than 2% of the workforce works in agriculture. And so we're, through technology, through tractors, through improved fertilization, through all kinds of genetic improvements, we're able to produce food at a much lower amount of human effort. But soon, almost everything will be able to get to you. And then we'll be bringing robotics and automation into additional spaces, into hospitals, into schools, into stadiums, into all these different spaces. And that's where I think robots like what we're building at Cobot, Proxy, really come in to help kind of transform a lot of additional. Amazon has a very structured building and can therefore build a very structured process. Lego is building a very structured set of processes. But the real world is more ad hoc, right? Hospitals and other environments are, more fluid, less consistently produced, eh, but we're gonna have the types of robots. We're gonna have these AI-enabled robots with sophisticated manipulation capability that can take care of all of that for us as well. And then I think, that human experience is going to be very much driven by care, by empathy, by support. I think Vinod talks about maybe by competition, maybe by seeking status. I think all of these are interesting and worthwhile things to think hard about. But that future is coming to us very, very quickly, and I think it's a very exciting one. I think it's one where we'll have to think about society and how the benefit of that accrues very broadly. So with that, hopefully that's an optimistic tone on the future of AI and robotics. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll drop a link to Vinod's comment in the comments below. Hey, thank you, everyone. Hope you have a great week.